Hey guys, this is the Zookeeper or the Zoo. This is a short video on patch 5.3, which is up and coming and expected at the 21st of May. There are some major changes for PvP players, probably also for PvE players, but I know crap about PvE, so let's move on to PvP. First thing that's important is the base resilience. All players will get a base resilience of 65%, and all gear or all the resilience on all gear will be removed. So you would say, well, you could jam some extra resilience or maybe PvP power to compensate for this. The problem is, all jams that have PvP power or PvP resilience will be reduced by 50%. Yes, that's quite a bit. So if you used to have a jam 240 resilience, it's now 120 resilience, at least when the patch hits. The same is true for the PvP power. So if you jammed full PvP power, you will be surprised how little damage you will do. So I thought, why not do some number crunching on a public test room? So that's where I am now. As you can see, some stuff changed already. There's a new sort of base, and a big cow appeared on the shrine. So if you talk to him, as you can see, you can buy all kinds of tyrannical crap from him, which is really nice. You have to pay a certain amount, but you get loads of money by just creating a character. Not only that, you get all kinds of gems and essences and dusts to test out what spec is good for you, and if you need to reforge or jam stuff differently. So let's have a look at what I did. Didn't took very long to see that jamming PvP power or resilience is extremely expensive now. So I did something different. I used to jam quite some resilience just because I like well, to have a bit more survivability. This is what I did as a sort of rule of thumb. Every red socket gets a 160 intellect gem. I also go for all the socket bonuses, so that's pretty much it. None of the gear is reforged to hit, and I will tell you why in a moment. So I'll just repeat that. All the red sockets have a 160 intellect gem. I go for the socket bonus and I don't reforge to hit. All the yellow sockets have this nice gem. It has 80 intellect and 160 mastery, and I went for this because not only do I get a nice socket bonus, but if I would have jammed resilience here, it isn't 250 resilience anymore, it's 120. So I lose quite some stats. In fact, 80 intellect plus 160 mastery opposed to 120 resilience. So that's quite a bit of difference. Maybe in the higher brackets people will still jam resilience. I don't know. We have to see how it works out. But this is what I do for the yellow sockets. Every set has 3 of them. The same is true for the red ones. And then there are the blue sockets, and I've put this gem in it with hit. This may be weird, you might see this on PvE gear, but pretty much all the blue gems suck, and pretty much all the purple ones too. So I went for this, maybe even the green ones. Maybe the green ones can fit in it, but I checked them and they also suck. This was the only one, without any doubt, I would choose to go into a blue socket. I have 3 of them. Every PvP set has 3 blue sockets, and this allows me the following. I get a nice 6.7%, 6.07% hit, and it's pretty much, well, it doesn't get better than that, I think. So it's a really nice hit chance. The spell power is quite nice. Notice I don't have the intellect buff, so that's something to pay attention to. You probably are around 23k. Haste is quite a nice amount. Everything in my gear I reforge from crit to either mastery or haste, depending on what stat is on the gear. So if I can reforge to mastery, I go to mastery, and else I go to haste. So that's quite nice. Crit, still not bad, 10.4%, and as you can see, my mastery is a whooping 50%, and there's a frost bombs back that really hurts people. Mages do get nerfed a bit, or quite a bit. They, for some reason, they like to split everything in half. If you check the patch notes, it's probably easier for them. I don't know. Doesn't sound very balanced to suddenly put something or split something in half. But wow, that's Blizzard's thing. PvP power is quite low. It's 35.8%. But yeah, then again, to gem PvP power, the same is true for resilience. It's so expensive. I'd rather go for some more damage now than go for resilience or PvP power, because I don't think it's worth it. But you have to check it out yourself. At least for a frost mage, as a frost bomb spec, this is how I would do it. And if I get slaughtered, I probably go for resilience again. But for the moment, it doesn't look like it will be like that. Alright, see you around, guys, and if you have questions, let me know, or suggestions. Yo!